What is up, guys? NYKia31 here. Madden 25 PS4 2-minute warning online franchise. I jumped into this sucker in Season 2, or the off-season of Season 1. Well, the playoffs of Season 1. The Texans that I inherited did not make the playoffs, and we are in Season 2, so I thought I will take you around my roster to look at the off-season moves that I made and take a look at our Season 2 run and shoot and Tampa 2 Houston Texans. Kirk Cousins, you see no Matt Schaub. I cut him and his absurd contract for sucky ratings. And believe it or not, I was actually very close to going to war with Jimmy. Wake up the Echoes cheering his name. Not a bad throwing arm, but you see those accuracy ratings, and thank goodness I came to my senses. And someone, the Redskins owner in this case, offered me a trade for Kirk Cousins. I could have gone with Case Keenum, actually, really. But that arm strength is not good. Kirk Cousins doesn't have great arm strength either, but it's average, I guess. But I mean, much better accuracy ratings across the board. So Kirk Cousins is going to pilot my run and shoot offense, and we get to see what Kirk Cousins can do on his own. And of course we have ARIAN Foster, backed up by Peyton Hillis, who I picked up off the scrap heap. Greg Jones. And ARIAN Foster's a good power back. I prefer a power back for this style of offense. Good acceleration, good enough speed, good carrying, 94 trucking, 97 stiff arm, and he can wiggle. He's got some, jukes and some spins, and can actually catch a little bit. So ARIAN Foster should have some nice success in the run and shoot. Greg Jones hardly sees the field unless I want to run with the fullback. And here are the wide receivers, the great Andre Johnson. The underrated Andre Johnson, really, in my opinion, for his career. And the young DeAndre Hopkins, developing pretty nicely. 87 catch, 90 catch in traffic, 85 spectacular catch, 84 route running, 82 release. I could stand to get that bumped up a little bit, and the route running as well. I mean, Andre is, a great receiver, one of the best receivers in the game. And I picked up Andre Roberts in free agency from the former Arizona Cardinal, and he's going to be my slot. Fits very well in that slot wide receiver mold. I was thinking of having DeAndre Hopkins be my slot, but I liked him on the outside with his press break a little bit better, even though his catch in traffic is 90. I may still eventually flip this depending on how I can develop the two of them. Keyshawn Martin's a developmental guy, not nearly ready. Thank goodness I have Owen Daniels, so I can, put in there. And this is a guy who I drafted. Not terrible. He's got some upside. Not a lot of upside, but enough to make him halfway decent. Owen Daniels, he plays the other slot receiver spot since I don't really have 4 slot receivers, and I'm not going to waste him. So, good route running, good catch in traffic. Gives me better blocking than a slot receiver would on running plays, so I'm definitely going to make use of him. Decent press breaking. The offensive line is a problem. Outside of Dwayne Brown here, who's pretty good, and this guy who I drafted, I spent my first round draft pick on a lineman. I had to, otherwise it would have been uglier than it's going to look in a second. And for a rookie, that's a good place to start. Strength is a little bit low, but I can live with that, because we get ugly here when it comes to the right side of the line and the center position. Good run blockers. They can run block pretty well across the board, but pass blocking is not exactly their forte, as you can see here. On defense, Whitney Marcellus. He is at one defensive end spot. He's playing the strong side. He's a slightly better run defender than what I have, or a much better run defender than what I have on the weak side. So he is going to be flanked by my old friend Ricky SAPP, speed rusher, 88 finesse move. Marcellus has an 86 power move. And he has good athleticism. I need a speed rush. I have to have a speed rush, so 84 speed, 88 acceleration is exactly what I need. And good enough power move, pass rush move, 86 is good enough. And block shedding, you know, I can improve the block shedding and the power move because he's still pretty young. I like to get that power move up in the high 80s, close to 90 and above if I had my druthers, and his block shedding up a little bit higher. Ricky SAPP is a pass rush specialist. 88 finesse move. A little weak against the run. He's not very strong, not a very good tackler. But he gives me that speed edge rush. I'm a little bit vulnerable on the edges against the run. Backed up by Vic Suoto. Gotta have my speed rushers. Now where is J.J. Watt, you're probably asking yourself. J.J. Watt is now a defensive tackle. He goes from 3-4 defensive end to 4-3 defensive tackle. I just move him inside to basically play the same role. He's playing the Warren Sapp 3 technique. Not really the same role. The defensive ends in a 3-4 are more in the Richard Seymour type mold. He's actually a rarity, J.J. Watt, for being such a good pass rusher from that spot. But he fits the mold to a T for that 4-3 under tackle. 99 overall with a position change. Strong as a freaking ox. 97 strength, so he's not going to be moved very easily. 99 power move and 99 block shed. You know, good luck. 96 pursuit, good play recognition, good tackling. He's 78 speed, 91 acceleration, and he's playing the 3 technique spot to make it hard for him to draw doubles or to get double just by alignment. In the under front, he flips sides of the line, but he's still lined up in that 3 technique alignment. And I also have this dude here, Terrell McClain, to play the 4-3 nose. And I'll get into this when I do a Tampa 2 video, an under front video for Madden 25 Next Gen. I really like how it plays. I really like how it plays. Good strength. He's more of, he's going to be my run plugger. J.J. Watt can do everything. And I don't really have much depth, so I pray I don't get anybody hurt. Linebackers, Quincy Black, I picked up off the waiver wire. I like to pick him up before anyone else realizes what a good coverage linebacker he is. Good play recognition, 73 zone coverage. He's athletic, 87 pursuit. Awareness is a little bit light, and he's not very strong, but he's really quick, 85 speed, 87 acceleration, and he can really zone cover, 70s and above. The steroid boy, Mr. Cushing, mans the middle. Again, athletic linebacker needed to play that deep middle. Got the block shedding and the pursuit and the play rec and the zone coverage that I need. And he can man up a little bit as well. Trevardo Williams is a bit of a project. He can actually play defensive end if I really wanted to, 87 finesse move, but I decided to keep him at linebacker because he's so athletic. Just got to beef up his tackling and awareness and zone coverage and play rec. He's got some work to do. But, you know, I can mitigate some of that by user controlling and getting his block shedding up too. He plays the weak side. Good acceleration and 86 speed. And again, 70 and above zone coverage. Marvin Mitchell is one of my other guys who I like to pick up off the scrap heap before anyone realizes what a good coverage player he is from the linebacker spot. Secondary, it's okay. It's decent. Jonathan Joseph is solid enough. Good man coverage, good zone, good play rec. You know, they're not great and bump and run, but they're pretty good at zone here. Kareem Jackson, he's my better press coverage guy out of the two, and I'm kind of mediocre here. That can be a problem when I go against teams that have a ton of weapons in those slots. And the safeties are solid enough. Sherrod Martin, who I've used before. Zone coverage, good. Play rec is good enough. Tackling is okay. Pursuit is okay. He's solid. Not spectacular, but solid. 88 overall. He's more of a, jack of all trades, master of none. Just a steady, reliable safety. And DJ Swearinger start the other spot despite Daniel Manning being a higher overall. I start Mr. Swearinger because he just fits better. Good man coverage. It's awfully nice to be able to play man coverage out of the safety spot. Good enough zone. I gotta get that bumped up higher, but he's young, so he won't be expensive to upgrade, as well as that 80 play recognition and 83 press. So I can actually play him in the quarter and have him man up and have Daniel Manning play the deep half. So that gives me some flexibility, which I like to have if I can get it out of my safeties. So there are your Houston Texans. League game footage will be coming up soon. Hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you all later. Peace.